Hey, fans of the podcast, we're back and it's time for another episode of Meeting You Where You're At. On this very special mini episode, we speak with 8-year-old Isis McFadden. Isis is the founder of Little Regalia pillows. These pillows were inspired by her first protest. And in addition to her pillow company, Isis has also authored a book called My First Protest. Isis started Little Regalia pillows as an affirmation project and a way to make sure kids could see themselves, see their own self-worth, and see a world of possibilities when they look at the pillows. Isis is a delight. She's mature well beyond her years. This is an inspiring conversation with a very, very inspiring young woman. So I please ask you to give a listen right now to Isis McFadden, and for more information about Little Regalia pillows, just visit littleregalia.com. Good afternoon, Isis. How are you?
Good.
Awesome. So we're joined by Isis and her dad, Joshua. And Isis, I'm really excited to talk to you today about Little Regalia. You are the CEO and founder, is that right?
Yes.
Yes. So before we jump in, I'd love to ask a couple questions about you, kind of more fun questions, if that's okay. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So running a business is a big responsibility. But what else do you do for fun? And what are some of your other favorite activities that you like besides working on Little Regalia?
I like to paint,
Nice.
read, and play board games.
Wow. My daughter is a painter. That's funny. We have that in common. She went to art school as a child, like your age. She went to the Essex Art Center in Lawrence, Mass, which is very close to where we live. And she studies graphic design now in college. So that's pretty cool, huh? So what kind of things do you like to paint?
I'll paint whatever comes to mind.
Very creative. Wow. Any favorite type of colors that you like to use when you paint, or is it just whatever's in your brain?
It's whatever is in my brain. But if I
Nice.
had to paint a whole canvas one color, it'd probably be blue.
Whoa. Wow. That's great. Like the sky. And blue's a great color. That's awesome. And tell me a little bit about, do you like to read or do you like to watch movies or anything like that?
Uh,
Combination.
Combination of both? Yeah. Have you seen a movie lately that you really, really liked?
Probably 2012.
Ooh, wow. That's cool. Yeah, that's exciting. Awesome. And I think the last question I have for you before we ask about your business is, if you could go anywhere in the world, is there any place that you want to go to?
I would go to Australia.
Australia. Cool. Do you like kangaroos?
Yes, but I would mostly go to Australia to see the koalas.
Oh, koalas are really, really fun, right? They're so cool when they're like eating those leaves and they hang out in the trees and everything. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Australia's a long way away. Well, I hope you get there someday soon. So, well, great. So I see you're holding one of your pillows, and I just want to first ask you, and I know you've answered this question before, so thank you for answering it again, but what inspired you to start your business, Isis?
So what inspired me was, well, my first protest.
Okay. Yep.
And my dad, so after my protest, my
Yep.
dad,
This guy.
yeah, he's decided to sketch it out on an iPad.
Nice.
And then after a little sketching, he asked me if we wanted to start a business.
Mm-hmm.
And I said yes, because it was a new opportunity and I was a kid.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. And how long has it been now since you began? Has it been a few months, but 6 months now?
Started back we incorporated legally back in November.
Okay.
But started actually getting our hands on the product in the end of December, early January.
Oh, very good. Okay. All right. So just about 6 months, because here we are in June. Yeah, almost July.
She's
Great.
being humble, Richard. So we were doodling on the iPad
Yeah.
together. They came up with a couple of designs. I think originally the design had, of course, crowns, but then also a cape.
Oh,
She's
wow.
a character in this kind of a protest journey,
Hmm.
but wanted to do something that, of course, inspired other kids, just to be,
Right.
affirm other kids and build their confidence, if you will.
I love it. I love it. And I love that you have two different versions of the pillow there. That's really cool. That's really cool. So
We're,
tell us. Oh, go ahead.
we're working on making pillows of color
Mm-hmm.
and not just black pillows.
Mhm.
But we decided to do the first color pillow that came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one that fit her description the most, but we're looking to get a different array, a more diverse selection of pillows as well.
That's great. So really you want to inspire other kids of color, right? To really think about things. Yeah. Yep. And what kind of things are important for you to think about?
Good question.
I'm going to say probably being yourself, right? It seems like your pillows really inspire people to be themselves, right? To be confident, maybe.
To being able to feel safe and welcomed and happy where you are.
That's beautiful. Happy where you are.
Yes.
That's really important. Happy where you are. A lot of the women that come on my show, they talk about the struggle to be happy with where you are and who you are. And a lot of times when they start their business, that's a big reason why they've started their business, as a way to get to a place where they feel really comfortable and confident with who they are. So I love hearing you say that. That's wonderful. So you're a very young entrepreneur. And when your dad and I were talking about doing this interview, we had to wait for you to finish school. So how do you balance school and running Little Regalia?
Well,
A lot of hard work, right?
yes. I feel like ever since I started Little Regalia at school, I kind of like lost. I don't mean like this in a bad way. I mean like
Right.
I've been doing so many things. I haven't been keeping up as well as usual, but I still think I'm pretty good in school.
I'm sure you do great in school. Yeah. So you finished school just this past week, right? Or a couple days ago, maybe?
Last week.
Yeah,
Last week. Yeah. Wow. Very good. Very good. So summer break is here, and I'm assuming summer break will give you more time to work on Little Regalia.
Summer break, I'm going to Florida.
Because it's not hot enough in Boston, we got to go to Florida.
I'm thinking of living in Florida or somewhere warm in the future.
No.
Lovely. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
She's
So tell me.
in Florida.
Oh, that's great. Awesome.
She has her pillows down there. She's going to be selling some down there as well.
Well, that's good. You're already going multi-state. That's amazing. That is amazing.
I hope I can see kids doing this with their pillows.
Yeah, that would be great. I like how it makes a crown on you. Now, you're already in, please correct me if I'm wrong. You're already in 2 different bookstores, or is it more than 2 now?
I think I don't know.
One going on 2, almost 2.
One going on 2. Okay, so getting to 2. That's great. That's awesome. And tell me a little bit about what your friends think about what you're doing. Are they like, yay, Isis, this is cool? Or are they like, why is she doing that? I don't understand.
I have a great story to go with that.
Oh, good. I love great stories.
So at school, we have this thing called Change Maker of the Week. Our first one was Amanda Gorman.
Okay. She's quite the change maker. Yeah.
And so at first we thought, no, let's start back.
It's okay.
It's okay.
So our first change maker was Amanda Gorman.
Okay.
For our last one, because my teacher didn't know about my business yet. So my teacher decided to make me our last change maker of the year.
What? That's pretty impressive.
And then,
the interview.
Yes, we watched the interview video.
Okay.
And
the interview from when you were on CBS News, that interview?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
And then all my friends came to me and were like, Isis, how can we help? How can we help? And then I told them, like every single one of them, that they could spread the word.
Nice. Nice. Well, you kids are good at.
Seamus. He
Yeah.
really wants.
Oh, he wants to help a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Shout
one
out
of
to
your.
us.
He's one of your champions. Seamus is a champion.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, it's funny you should say that too, because again, a lot of the women that come on the show talk about how important their friends are to their business. Their community is to their business, right? And one woman said to me, you got to have a posse, and your posse has to get behind you. They have to have your back and they have to help you. So I'm excited to hear that your friends are wanting to get involved. And thank you for the story. It's a great story.
Bully is definitely my posse. Yes.
And that's so cool that you were the change maker of the week of the month of the week. Change maker of the week. Great. I want to get it straight. Cool. So how do you, if one of your friends, if Seamus, one of your friends came up to you and said, I want to start my own business. I see what you're doing, Isis, and I want to start my own business. What advice would you give them?
The question of the day.
Question of the day. What advice? Yeah.
I would say take it slow, take it step by step.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a hard problem, go to someone, ask them for help, ask them for advice, and try to push through it.
That's great. That's great advice for life in general, right? If you have a hard problem, find somebody you can trust for advice.
Business is kind of like life, except business, if you lose your business, it doesn't end up that bad for you.
Right. That's right. Your life is more important than your business, for sure. Right. Yeah, that's great. So if you were to think about the next big project, you already talked a little bit about you're going to have some new pillows with different sort of complexion and colors, and you're working on more bookstores. And what's next?
Probably like winter crown hats.
Ooh. Tell me what that means.
Or maybe like hats that are like the crowns.
Hats that are like the crowns to kind of go with the pillows. Yeah.
Like I was doing this, but imagine with the afro and then there's like a crown that you can wear.
Really cool. I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, I like how that pillow has earrings too. That's really cool. Yeah.
Doesn't wear earrings. I was a little confused. But when I added the earrings, I was like, I don't wear earrings.
That's okay. Yeah, it's only just a reflection of you, right? It's not exactly you, right? Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool.
We might have some without earrings.
And is there a book component to this too? There's a book that goes along with the story?
Yes, we haven't published it yet. We're gonna get published.
Yep, that's great.
Than we anticipated, but
always does, right? Yeah. Well, that's good.
The ideas.
Well, that's great. Well, I'll do a plug and a shout out to my wife, who is a librarian here where we live. And when you get that book ready, I'm going to put you in touch with my wife, and maybe you can come to her library and you can show it off, because she has authors come into her library all the time to show off their books and discuss their books. So once you get it published, we'll get you there.
That'd be amazing.
That would be fun, right?
Who does your wife work at?
She works at a library called Nevin's Library. It's up close to here where we live, up north of the city. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, she's a really good librarian, and she has her own TV show too, so she's pretty cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, wow. She's pretty cool. It's a TV show about libraries, if you can believe that.
Oh. That's cool.
So she's pretty cool. Yeah, she's way cooler than me. I should have had her do this interview.
A dynamic duo. That's amazing.
Something like that. So I would love for you to just maybe give us one last kind of piece of advice, or, if you could just say one thing out there, Isis, what would that be before we close this interview today?
Believe in yourself. Never give up. And no matter how hard it is, always keep trying.
Perfect.
Like the outing of almost everything, but it's a good thing to know.
Awesome. Joshua, is there anything you want to make sure we know about the organization before we let you guys go today?
No, I think Isis hit it right on the head. littleregalia.com. You can shop there. And other than that, I think just want to say thank you. We really
Oh,
appreciate
yeah, absolutely. We're so excited for you. You are by far the youngest female
it.
entrepreneur we have ever had on this show. So that's pretty cool.
Maybe
And
I don't know.
No,
in the world, well, we don't know, maybe, huh? So thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to tell us about Little Regalia, tell us about yourself. And we're really excited to promote your business and your cause. So thank you.
My schedule isn't that busy anymore.
Good.
Not getting that many
interview.
Requests. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm sure it'll pick back up again once your book comes out and once you continue to produce the pillows. So that's so cool. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Isis, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you. And it was nice talking to you.
Thank you.